I am back for another Try It Tuesday, and I am going to be trying the Patchology Smartmud Detox Mask. And this says it rids your skin of impurities in one clean step. It is a no mess mud mask. Let's see, does it say anything else? It says it's done in South Korea. A lot of the minerals, I guess, and it should help tighten pores so they appear less visible and leave you with a youthful glow. So let's see, how long do I leave this on for? Does it say? I'm pretty sure it was, okay, here it is. Leave on for 10 minutes or longer if desired. So I will leave this on for 10 minutes, and we will check back in after 10 minutes. I'm going to look lovely while doing this face mask, just like normal. I love how beautiful you get to look, and my hair's always everywhere. Even though I seem to put it back, it's always everywhere. Okay, so my poor nose is never big enough for these things. So I'm gonna make sure this is pressed down good. Okay, so now we are going to apply the bottom half. And this already feels really nice. It feels very light, kind of breathable, much more breathable than the mud mask I have by Tony Moly. And I actually really like that. I'm going to go ahead and tear it off the film this time. I think that may have been a mistake, because now I'm going to get it all stuck together. Okay, definitely a mistake. Don't do that. Now I'm going to have to fidget with this. Okay, so I will be back in 10 minutes. Okay, it has been 10 minutes, like the package says, and you can see, like, here it's turning a light gray, and around here and around my nose and certain other places that the mask dries faster. And with mud mask, I tend to find that when they say leave it on for a certain amount of time, it has started to dry. So a lot of the times with mud mask, depending how late I'm doing them, I will leave them on for up to an hour so the mask can fully dry, because I like the feeling when it all dries. And like, this is double layered a little bit, so it will take just a little bit longer than the rest of the face. And like, the middle of the forehead is some of the last things to dry, and down through my cheeks. But since this says you can leave it on to 10 minutes, I may leave it on about 5 minutes more and take it off, rinse it with warm water as the instructions say, and I will let you know what I think. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes more, and I am going to take it off. And with that small amount of time, I can tell it is doing something, unlike the Tony Moly mask that I have, that you really do have to leave the mud mask on for up to an hour and let it completely dry, or I just don't feel like it does anything. And so you can see it did definitely leave residue. And I have a towel down here that is soaked with warm water that I am just going to rinse my face off with. I'll go in and use some cleansing water in a minute, but my skin feels kind of firmer, and it feels really good. I can't say that visually I see a difference. I feel like all of my spots that were here are still here, but I do know that mud mask help my acne and help my dark skin over periods of time. Like, I would have to continually use them, I think, but I definitely do feel a slight difference after taking this off, and I do believe this was one of the a little bit more expensive face mask. It was either in the it was in an $8 to $10 range, I'm sure of, because I pulled it over there with another one that was in that $8 to $10 range. So definitely not a super affordable mask, not something I would buy like that often enough for it to have a lot of effect. Yes, it would be really great kind of if I needed to use it now and then, because I do think it gives somewhat of an immediate effect, but as far as kind of, like fixing any of the dark areas, that kind of thing, I think you're going to need several uses of this mask to do that. And at 8 to 10, I can't remember exactly what it was, but at that price range, that's not super affordable for a lot of people to do that several times, or a few times a week, or even a few times a month, really. Only here and there would that be affordable. So I probably, when it comes to mud mask, I may do this one rarely and kind of stick to that Tony Moly mask. Enjoy this though. My skin feels great. I have super sensitive skin and I break out really easy, so it didn't irritate, it didn't bother it didn't really make my skin too red, not more red than it was to start with. I think overall it is a really good mask, and if you can afford it and afford to do it every week, I think it would be very beneficial for discoloration and firming and that kind of thing. So I did pick it up at Ulta, and if you think that is the kind of thing you're looking for, go ahead and give it a try. And here is what the package looked like again. And it was the Patchology Smartmud Detox Mask. So those are my conclusions. I would definitely try it again, but it's a little bit expensive, so it's going to definitely be a treat. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and thank you.